All right, activity 8-10. So we're going to back up the certificate authority server and archiving a key. So the first thing we need to do is create a folder on the server DM1 to back up to. And we'll go to the C drive, create a new folder, and we'll call it save back. That's not really a good idea to back up to the same computer. Should always back it up in a separate location, but hey, this is just a lab, right? All right. Now let's go to our certificate authority and all tasks, back up. And here's where it matters. So private key and CA certificates. The private key is what's needed to authorize the certificate. Without the private key, that CA certificate is useless. And then we want the certificate database log, so that would give us a backup of all the database for the certificate, which is stored in the Windows internal database there. All right, now we'll change the location, and we'll use that folder we just created, which is that one. And then since we're backing up the private key, which is required to authorize the certificate upon recovery, we need to protect it with a password. Otherwise, anybody that gets a hold of this backup could pretend to be your server. So we'll just use password 01 as all the other tasks. Oh, I retyped one of them, or mistyped one of them here. All right, so now that we backed that up from there, we don't need this anymore. So let's go look and see what it created here real quick. Oops. So if we go to our C drive, CA back, we see there's a database folder, and then there's our certificate in a .p12, which is one of the many different certificate file type formats. And let's see, so next they want us to open our certificate wizard, so we'll go to open up our MMC console, so you can do start run, or you can just search for it. File, add remove snap-ins. Certificates is the one we want, I believe. Yes. And we want the it says default option, so we'll try that and see what happens here. Let's see. Oh, I'm not sure which one they want here because they're not giving us a lot of information. But we'll back up this one here. We'll do export. So again, we need the private key if we're ever going to restore the certificate, because without the private key, we can't do anything. PFX is the format that we want. We want to include all certificates in the path. So that means if there's subordinate, intermediate certificate servers in there, we need those certificates as well. If we were moving this certificate from the server, we would choose this option. If it had extended properties, which in this case we don't, and enable certificate privacy, I'm not exactly sure what that is. I've never used that before. This is all we need for this. So we'll have to choose a password here. So we'll go to our folder again, and we'll go to EFS cert. Finish. Okay, so that's created. Go back to our folder. Now we see our new backed up certificate there for our EFS certificate. Thank you.